Wheeler Wilson, Brendan with you.
What a guy.
Uzbekistan in a warm-up friendly on Monday night. Uzbekistan, their first World Cup. They've been a developing nation. They've done well at recent under-20s, but they're in a tough group with Portugal, Colombia, look out, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. With the number of questions over so many players in this Canadian team pertaining to injuries and fitness, how important have these preparation games become for you, Jimmy?
They're massive. They're massive right now, both of them. Because of the fact we have had so many injuries, and it's the time now where everybody's together. It's making sure that we get the right minutes for certain players, seeing how they come out of these games. It's good competition. It's not crazy competition where we're playing one of the top teams in the world. So for me, these are important games to get what we have to. The objectives out of the matches, getting players certain minutes, and making sure that everybody comes through these healthy.
We haven't been able to see the strongest combinations. No. Right? You've been like, okay, let's focus on a Jonathan David and Ali Ahmed, but then you're playing maybe with a different defender with you, or we haven't seen what a right side looks like with Johnson and Buchanan for the longest time, right? So it's although we've seen what that has looked like in the past, we haven't seen that recently. So for us being fans, it's okay to doubt those type of situations and chemistry. So that's what these matches are for, to just get glimpses of it, to get a little bit of a reminder, because these are going to be the biggest matches that these guys play.
Yeah. Shout out to Fabio Cannavaro. See, after all, there is something in it for Italian soccer fans in this country.
Couldn't just leave it
it's
alone.
Not too soon.
You have to leave
it's not too soon. He lifted the World Cup trophy, like, what was that, 20 years ago? And now he's going to be in Edmonton. And then Jimmy Brennan's playing the Italian Legends in a couple weeks' time.
That's right, I am.
So
another game. I thought I was finished with all that legend stuff.
You got to be yoga like Giggsy. You got to be making sure you're limber.
Yeah.
Brennan versus Baggio.
Love that.
That is going to be
all day in the pocket. Come on, Baggio.
Who is one player in particular, Jordan, who you will be keeping an eye on, or potentially a player who needs to come up with a performance on Monday night?
I'm going to say players, and I'm going to look at a partnership, and that's Bombito and Cornelius for me. It has to be them. That's why I'm starting, because you look further up the pitch, and you see guys that can still make a difference. Jay David, you're looking at Buchanan, but we haven't seen this. This man that you call the eraser, Wheels, and Bombito, his frame, how quick he is, the way that he can just dominate spaces 1v1, and then Derek Cornelius. Haven't seen a fresh, left-footed, we haven't seen that partnership in a while, and I think for me, Canada's at their best. No one can argue that with those two playing and starting. And Jimmy, they might not start with these two matches, but seeing a positive Bombito performance and then seeing Cornelius as well, even if they play at different times, I think that gives confidence to the group.
I think you got to see them together.
I want to see them together. They have to play together.
I would love for that to happen. But even if they both have different, like one plays the 45 and the other plays the second half, I just want to see them back in the kit and making sure that they're doing well for Canada.
Jimmy?
Me, the same, two players, but one really is Kone. I want to watch Kone closely just to see where he is.
Yeah.
We know the importance of him, but just that partnership and that chemistry between him and Estechio. Estechio, the way he gets on the ball with a little bit of rhythm, controls the tempo of the game, allowing Kone to express himself, go box to box, do some of the dirty work. And again, what I love about him is as soon as he gets it, he looks to drive forward. He looks to join the attack. He's probably one of the top players right now in Serie A, where some big clubs are watching him very, very closely, and this is going to be a huge World Cup for him because he could get a huge move after this.
I think he's the Canadian player on the best form going to the World Cup. Is that a stretch to say that?
Not to me.
No. Who else is the Buchanan?
Larea,
but Larea's been hurt for like
a little bit, but he's
40 days
back,
now. About.
I've said this before, though, about Kone. Give me a player on Bosnia-Herzegovina, Qatar, or Switzerland that can handle Kone at his best.
Well,
I can go far in the tournament.
Switzerland has a very different midfield makeup.
I get it. But, like, look at Kone pound for pound and think about how many midfielders with his attributes that you could be like, okay, that guy can deal with Kone.
Right.
I remember even seeing him against France. I get it. It wasn't the same type of match. He looked the part. That's all I'm trying to say is, like, if he has a breakout tournament and he plays well 9 out of 10.
He's got a big move.
He's getting a big move, but he could also carry Canada to a place, obviously with help, but a place that they've never been. He's a difference maker.
Just want to add two things to the equation. I'm looking at the injured players or the players returning to see how fit they actually are and how sharp they actually are. I keep on banging the drum about this. It's one thing to be moving towards full health. It's another thing to be ready to play. So that's across the back line. If Nico Seeger's playing left back, I need to see what that looks like. But the one player I'm going to be watching more than anyone else, because he's probably the most important player to Canadian success, and that's Jonathan David, because he's coming off what's been a little bit of a lackluster season in Serie A, and a player who's not scoring goals, especially in the run of play. Last time he scored a goal in the run of play for Canada was against Romania last summer. He scored the 2 penalties against Iceland, and only scored once in Juventus' last 14 games in all competition. So I want to see where he is right now and what sort of position he's playing as well. Jimmy, we talked about it last night. If I see him hanging out on the midfield line or, 30, 40 yards away from goal, I just don't think that's the way that you're going to get the most out of the player. So it's his form and the way that he's being used heading into this World Cup that's going to be all important.
No, I agree with you. I mean, we've said it many times. I hate when he's so far away from the goal that he has trouble actually connecting the play going forward and catching up with everybody. For me, the guy's a natural goal scorer. At Lille, he was prolific, scored bags of goals. That's why he ended up getting a big move. He needs to be in and around the box, and I'd like to see him higher up. And look, in my opinion, even if he went as a number 9, have Flores underneath, or you could have Oso underneath, or you could have somebody else underneath him, but he needs to be around the box because he's the guy that's going to score you goals.
I think, too, a player that we need to talk about a little bit is Ali Ahmed and how fit he's going to be. Because you look at the last dozen games with Jesse Marsch, there's a player on the left-hand side that he's always trusted to go and press, to get forward. And I get it. There are other options. You could say Schaffelberg, Flores, Miller, other players that can play there and be competent. But when you get used, we all know this from playing as well, you get used to playing a certain guy and seeing a certain number on the left-hand side, and he's not there in the first match. You're thinking, okay, well, you have to readjust to how someone else is. Ali Ahmed's been a mainstay for Jesse Marsch, so to not see him on June 12th, not have him fresh, and not have him play so much these 2 games, I'd be a little bit worried.
Let's talk about Edmonton really quickly. Obviously, it's a home of Alphonso Davies. They're hoping it was going to be a happy homecoming. Davies isn't playing, but still, Edmonton always shows up. We experienced it during Azteca with incredible crowds, just some really special memories. And now it sounds like there's going to be over 45,000 people in attendance for this game. Will this, for you, Jimmy, be the moment where it's like, okay, yeah, a home World Cup is really on our doorstep?
Yeah, look, one thing, I mean, I was fortunate enough. I got to play for Canada in Edmonton.
Did you play Brazil there?
Yeah, we played World Cup qualifiers there as well. Played a few times out in Edmonton. Oh, yeah, I spent a week there one night. But it was like, for me, the fans are passionate. They understand the game. They love it. And the support and the welcoming, like how welcoming they are every time you walk into the stadium or you're around the city and you got your tracksuit on. They absolutely love the game. They're passionate fans, knowledgeable. And yes, what I do love is 40-odd thousand people are going to be at that game. Toronto, 45,000 people. BC, 50-odd thousand people. This game is here to stay, and the fans are out in numbers coming to support this national team, which is absolutely brilliant.
I didn't know you did. I couldn't remember that you weren't in Edmonton, Jordan. It just seems like you've been, a fixture here.
I'm jealous, though, because I've heard many stories.
Yes.
I didn't know you got the note slip, though, to you.
Note slip. I can't believe you kept me up all night. We were
Dear
celebrating
Dana,
Costa Rica.
Buddy, shame on them.
It was a big moment. And in fairness, just a couple months earlier, I had my first son, and I really needed to get away for a few
Buddy,
days.
you don't have to explain to us.
I needed some time.
Celebrate.
Canada, Uzbekistan on One Soccer on Monday night. It's going to be intriguing. Hopefully, some of the many questions will have answers provided come Monday night.